about being too happy. I mean, think about it. You've probably heard complaints about everything in life, apart from happiness. Much of it is down to how fleeting it is, down to how our life boils down to chasing it and making it ours. But it never seems to stick around, does it? It envelopes us, drowns out the struggles we undertook to grasp it, and leaves us gasping for more. And so life goes, again chasing happiness. The chase leaves us weary, and so often we find we lose ourselves. Because happiness takes different forms. It varies from person to person, and it's affected by so many elements, like class, income and age, that it regularly seems like an abstract concept, something to be praised by a stranger on the screen, much like me, but rarely one that we can feel and hold on to. In a fast evolving world, where you're brought up thinking of happiness in terms of getting a job, a scholarship, settling down and founding a family, happiness can very quickly become a whitewashed version of itself. And quite frankly, we deserve better than this. You deserve better than this. You deserve to know that happiness lies within yourself. Cliché, I know, because there's the obvious Facebook post that you've all seen. It's more comfortable to cry in a Lamborghini than alone in bed. It's probably correct, but do you really think chasing monetary rewards can bring true happiness? This is the first mistake that we commit in pursuing happiness, to place it into perishables that will never truly satisfy us. More money? More problems? It might just be true. People today, compared to 55 years ago, own twice as many cars, eat out twice as much per person, but we don't seem to be any happier because of it. Rather than rising levels of well-being, we've seen mounting credit card debt and increasing numbers of self-storage facilities to house the things we compulsively buy. The second mistake we commit with regards to happiness is to seek approval in the eyes of others. We've all, and most of us still do, continue to strive to make someone else proud, to see their eyes light up when we succeed. And while this is a noble cause, don't get me wrong, it can very quickly go wrong. Because what we're doing is placing the very fabric of our esteem into the hands of another. Our emotions fluctuate as per the whims of someone else, and that cannot be healthy in the long run. Again, it is admirable to, for example, want to make your parents proud, but in doing so, we neglect the fact that pressure and the notion of what would that person say hinders our personal growth and decision making. Talking about the opinions of others, it's important to note sadly that happiness in our modern age relies heavily on others' opinions of our lives. Our teens go to extremes to gather likes and loves on Facebook, to grow their popularity on Instagram, and it is damning that the very society that encourages this sort of behavior is also the quickest to judge and to effectively destroy the self-worth of our youth. It is thus extremely dangerous to place your worth in the eyes of others, and can result, and does result, in severe bullying and self-esteem issues. What I'm really trying to say is that one needs to go out there and do what makes them happy, whilst obviously making sure not to obstruct the liberty of others. It is not only important to live as happily as we can, but to remember the good times when we're down and out. It is so hard to forget pain, but it's even harder to remember sweetness. We have no scar to show for happiness. We learn so little from peace, said Chuck Palahniuk, the author of Fight Club. It is vitally important to look deep within ourselves and to find what makes us happy, but also to remember to live and not just spend our every waking hour pursuing the thrill of dopamine. To conclude, I will leave you with these words. Happiness is only real when you share it and expand it. Thank you.